Hi there. I haven't seen you around Canton City. Are you new here? Huh? Who am I? Nobody special. Most people here just call me Fire. So, what brings you to Canton City? Huh? You have something to give me? Like what? Missing data logs. Can I see them? Where'd you find these? I see. You want to return them and you think that's me. Well, I have to confess, I did make those data logs. Those logs told the stories of the Time Patrollers who saved the course of history, as well as Canton City, numerous times. Huh? You want to know what happened after that? Well, I can't exactly remember all the details. But I do know someone with an ironclad memory. You might want to record this, because this info will only be told once.
Record data log. Title: Purification. Gerard version 2.1 was created with the sole purpose to destroy Gerard and the Time Patrol. And he knew this. He knew, even though he was working with the good side, he knew deep down that there was still evil in his heart. He didn't know how to get rid of it though, but he had to try something. He started with the Time Patrol, asking them if he knew any way to purify someone. Snow, or Janemba Reborn, told him to go talk to Goku and Vegeta, and have them fuse into Gogeta to use the Soul Punisher on him. Gerard version 2.1 did just that, forcing Goku and Vegeta to fuse into Gogeta and use his ultimate attack, but it didn't work. Gerard version 2.1 knew that he still had evil in his heart. He then decided the best course of action was to gather the Dragon Balls. He did so that in no time flat, releasing Shenron as Gerard version 2.1 asked for his wish. Shenron, please vanquish the equal in my heart! Shenron granted his wish, then told the warrior that he had one wish left. Gerard version 2.1 thought about it though. Then asked Shenron about how to unlock Ultra Instinct. Shenron could not answer him directly. He only told him to seek out Goku to ask them. Shenron left as Gerard version 2.1 just stood there in confusion.
Record data log. Title: Remembrance. Throughout the time he was working with the Time Patrol, Snow kept getting strange visions that he didn't understand. He couldn't see much, but what he could see stuck with him. He saw strange floating jelly beans, 2 warriors ready to fight, and 1 warrior holding a rainbow-colored sphere in his hand before throwing it at Snow, as everything goes black. Eventually, he decided to pay a visit to Otherworld and take a look around Hell. He felt like something, or someone, was calling for him there. Once Snow had arrived, he surveyed the area, feeling that there was something very wrong. Suddenly, dark matter began to form around Snow and covered him up. As soon as this happened, all of Snow's memories came back. His time as Janemba, his battle with Goku, Vegeta, and Gogeta, as well as his reincarnation. Snow was reborn and became Janemba once more. But not quite. Snow was still around, but with Janemba's chaotic evil corrupting him. To this day, Snow and Janemba are still fighting for control. Record data log. Title: Return.
Deku and Yang had gladly helped the Time Patrol, but sooner or later, they both knew that they did not belong there. They both knew at some point or another, they would have to revisit to their worlds. After they finished off Mira, the Supreme Kai of Time created portals to each of their respective worlds. Deku and Yang looked at each other with the intent as both of them got into their respective fighting poses and were teleported to the wastelands. They both knew this was the only way for them to say goodbye. They began to throw down, letting out everything they had with each clash. Afterward, both fighters were so tired that they could not even stand. They both were lying level, breathing heavily. Eventually, Deku broke the silence. So what are your friends like?
They're the best, but they feel more like family. What about you?
They truly are good friends. I can't wait to see them again. They both look up at the sky.
I bet they are. I wonder if they're worrying about us.
The area becomes silent as a soft wind starts blowing. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah. But it's not like we'll just forget all this, right?
They both get up as they look at each other with tears in their eyes as they go to hug each other. Eventually, they let go, dry their tears, and give a fist bump so intense that it creates earthquakes. They went back into the time nest as the Supreme Kai of Time prepared the portals for them and gave them both custom phones so they can contact the Time Patrol. The two warriors recharged their world at the same time they left, making it look like they never even left at all. Deku and Yang continued to be heroes in their respective worlds, though they never forgot about their time working at the Time Patrol and waited until the next change in history occurred.
Record data log. Title, Rematch. After showing up out of nowhere and helping the Time Patrol take out Mira, the lone warrior was face to face with Lord Beerus. The two fighters recognized each other instantly as both their energies began to shoot through the roof. They would have destroyed Kanton City in one clash if it wasn't for the Supreme Kai of Time, who forced them to stop fighting and fight somewhere else. They agreed simultaneously as they teleported to space. They clashed with such intense force, Universe 7 and Universe 6 started shaking with each clash. Eventually, both the Lone Warrior and Lord Beerus used up all their energy, making it impossible to continue their battle. After dining on some sensu beans, the Lone Warrior and Beerus finally ended their vengeance, but they promised to battle each other every now and again. The Lone Warrior eventually left the Time Patrol and is now at New Planet Namek, protecting Guru with his life until the end of time. Record data log. Title, Go Orange. After fixing every change in history that Toa and Mira could create, she decided to take a break from the Time Patrol, but promised to keep in touch with them. She decided to pay a visit to Orange Star High School. She remembered all the bullies who made her life horrible, which led to this moment. She started to get scared and started to back away, thinking that this was all stupid. I mean, what was she gonna do there anyway? Suddenly, when she was backing away, she backed up into someone, which scared her to the point of screaming bloody murder, so loud it could wake up Lord Beerus. Well, that's a rude way of saying hello. Seriously, is this how you greet all your friends? Monster looked to see Yang with a smile on her face. Oh, hi, Monster muttered. Weren't you gonna go in there? Yang asked while pointing towards Orange Star High School. Yeah, but I changed my mind. I don't feel comfortable going there. Why's that? Yang asked, then noticed Monster shaking. No, I gotcha. Yang walked over to comfort her. Look, Claire, Yang started, as tears started rolling down Monster's face. I get it, but nothing will be solved by avoiding the situation. It's better to face your fears than leave them in the dark. Yang and Monster embraced, as Monster was filled to the brim with courage as she thanked Yang. She went to her high school and saw some familiar faces. The same people who bullied her were now praising her. Eventually, she started teaching self-defense classes to up-and-coming Time Patrollers. Record data log. Title, Ultimate vs. Ultimate. Gerard version 2.1, Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time were having a meeting in the Time Nest, when suddenly, Goku and Vegeta entered the Time Nest ready to fight. The Supreme Kai of Time wanted to continue the meeting, but those two Saiyans were raring to go. Eventually, the Supreme Kai of Time gave up and let them fight Gerard version 2.1. They went to the hyperbolic time chamber as Gerard turned to Ultra Instinct. While this was happening, Goku and Vegeta put on the Batara earrings, fusing into Vegito. Immediately, Vegito went Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, topping it off with a Kaioken times 20. The two warriors clashed with such intensity, the entire solar system was shaking. Both warriors were evenly matched, but eventually, Vegito started gaining the upper hand, beating down on Gerard with enough strength to destroy the universe. However, as Vegito went in for the final blow, he defused, leading to both Goku and Vegeta being separated. Gerard gave them no time to rest as he started to beat down on the two Saiyans, when suddenly, Gerard heard from behind, Solar Flare! As a blinding light surrounded the time chamber, blinding Gerard and giving Goku and Vegeta enough time to do the fusion dance, fusing together again with power erupting from their fused might. The blindness wore off just in time for Gerard to see Gogeta in Super Saiyan Blue. Once again, the two clash head-on, but this time, Gerard had the upper hand, as he started wailing on Gogeta. However, Gogeta had a backup plan. He began to raise both hands into the sky, in one hand the Destructo Disc, and in the other, the Soul Punisher. He throws both at the same time, but as Gerard goes to dodge, both attacks break up into smaller pieces, with Destructo Discs and Soul Punisher dust filling up the time chamber. As Gerard blocks the attack, Gogeta begins to charge up to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, mixing it again with the Kaioken, but this time bumping it up to a 30 times multiplier. As soon as Gerard gets rid of the blast, Gogeta rushes in to attack, beating Gerard to a bloody pulp, eventually knocking Gerard out of Ultra Instinct. Gerard's barely standing with no energy left. As Gogeta went in to finally knock Gerard out, he defused, leaving no energy left for neither Goku or Vegeta to continue fighting. As all three combatants passed out with no energy to spare, eventually Goku woke up and was just strong enough to get some sensu beans to heal everyone back to fighting shape. Eventually, they returned to the time nest where the Supreme Kai of Time was waiting impatiently. Goku promised to do this again sometime when they weren't so busy. After that, Goku and Vegeta said their goodbyes as the Supreme Kai of Time started to After that, Goku and Vegeta said their goodbyes as the Supreme Kai of Time started to continue right where they left off. Record data log. Title: Power Boost. After 3 years of working with the Time Patrol, Boo plus Oob equals me gained so much experience in terms of fighting, as well as transformations. She got her potential unlocked by the Elder Kai, and even learned to harness her Majin powers thanks to some training with Majin Buu, being able to transform into Kid Buu, adding to her insane power, and she's on par with Ultra Instinct Gerard version 2.1. She eventually found out about this world's Oob, and quickly asked Goku if she could train with them. As they were training though, Boo plus Oob equals me thought of something, and quickly instant transmissioned over to the Elder Kai, quietly asking him something. Soon, she returned with the Elder Kai, who was now holding a giant pair of pliers. Boo plus Oob equals me held Goku, while Elder Kai got to work with retrieving Goku's tail. After about half an hour, they succeeded in getting Goku's tail back. Once again, Boo plus Oob equals me used instant transmission to then get Vegeta and ask him for a favor. She returned again, this time with the fake moon. She threw it up into the air as she told Goku to look at it. Goku did just that until he started to grow into a great ape. Boo plus Oob equals me got Gohan, so he could calm Goku down. Thankfully, Gohan was able to do just that, reverting Goku back to normal, only this time in Super Saiyan 4. After that, they began to train every day, until one day, Boo plus Oob equals me decided that she just wanted to go home. She talked to the Supreme Kai of Time, and she accepted this, but on one condition. She must come back here every other week in order to help maintain the course of history. Boo plus Oob equals me agreed, as the Supreme Kai of Time created a portal to send her back to her GT timeline. Afterwards, Boo plus Oob equals me taught Goku and the Z Fighters about Beerus, Whis, the Super Saiyan God Ritual, Super Saiyan Blue, Blue Evolution, and even Ultra Instinct. The Z Fighters tried the ritual, turning Goku into a Super Saiyan God, and eventually, Goku learned how to fuse his God Ki with Super Saiyan 4. Eventually, both her GT timeline and the course of history was at peace, leading to Boo plus Oob equals me finally being able to relax after so long.
They've broken through the wall.